Try to turn this light on. Gotta clean up the butts over there. Yeah, it was, man. It was hot this whole week. How about it though? I mean, I was working this pool job and they gave me this truck that didn't run AC. I was dying, dude. I thought I'd suffer through some heat exhaustion. But yeah, it was hot out today. I was trying to shoot some hoops at the park. I was only there for like a half hour. It's fucking hot out there. This light. I wish this light would just turn on, you know. But how you been doing, man? Yeah, I mean, it was a company truck I was using. I told the guy I can't. I'm not driving a truck with no AC, you know. The guy gave me a different truck, but now it doesn't read the gas gauge. It's inaccurate. He told me I have to give it gas twice a week, which is something else. Yeah, you definitely need AC in Arizona though when you're driving. With the summer months. Yeah, I don't get my car back till next week. That shit sucks. I was doing a bunch of errands. Yeah, that shit sucks too. Doing errands all the fucking time. Like paying bills or something, doing chores, getting groceries, all that stuff can be fucking annoying. Especially in the Arizona heat, I guess, too. Right? Well, God speaks positive. And if you don't speak positive to God, you'll be speaking like the devil. That's horrible language. I don't speak that bullshit because God is the one I speak to, and I speak positively to him. What's up, Sleepy John? It was a coolant leak. Damn, that sucks, man. Yeah, always gotta check your coolant all the time. Can mess with your oil too. Yeah, it's terrible. Yeah, running up dead. Yeah, I feel that, man. I had to pay a rear bumper for my car because my tire blown out. I'm driving like a rental car right now. So, does God smoke cigs? Uh, no, the devil does. What's up, Battle 947? Yeah, I'm liking the Knicks winning it. It's my second favorite team, so I'm from the Northeast also, so that's a good thing. I think their fans are kind of ridiculous though. They're kind of like Eagles fans. I'm at my place, just out by the porch. My roommate went out hiking in California somewhere. I think he's near like Death Valley or some shit. So yeah, I'm trans. Yeah. Yeah, always gotta check your coolant when you're driving. You always kind of want it leveled or something. this was Philly. I guess so. That's only if the Sixers would win. I wouldn't do that if the Knicks would be winning if I was living there. Yeah, I gave you a straight answer. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's always next year, man. I mean, the Spurs looks like they can go for another playoff run, seems like. Who's Chud the Builder? Who's that? Jesus loves me? Yeah, I know, because Jesus is always in my heart. Every day. I appreciate that, Rios. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I know Burlington, like in Jersey. Yeah, I know Burlington, that area. But I don't know that place you're talking about, though. Not really familiar with Goodwill and where the Eagles Stadium is or something. I mean, I've been to the Eagles Stadium. I've been to like Wells Fargo Center. Now it's called Xfinity Mobile, I think. But I've been there a lot of times. So yeah, that's where I'm from. I'm from Pennsylvania. Probably not gonna visit Pennsylvania for a while though. Probably stay in Arizona for a bit. You from that area or something? I lived in Philly for a little bit. I lived like in University City, like where University Penn is, and Drexel. I lived over there. I lived right near West Philly too. I also lived with my brother in North Philly, like Temple University. I lived over there also. My mom lives like in Northeast Philly somewhere. I haven't seen her in a while. So, but I grew up in the suburbs though my whole life. Just up north of like Northeast Philly, I grew up in. Why I left Philly? I'm not crazy about living there, to be honest with you. I mean, that time when I lived in Philly with them roommates, it was dirty. I lived in a slum, so that wasn't good, you know. Gets boring after a while, you know. So, Gator chicken nuggets. I had Gator before. It was pretty good. It has a weird aftertaste, though. I guess I'll say chicken nuggets. I appreciate that, man. I have a really nice skull. Yeah, you just kind of, I guess in Philly, you kind of just need to know your streets. That's kind of the thing if you're in Philly, I guess. If you know your streets, you'll be all right. That's what it is. I mean, there's a lot of good areas in Philly, too. It's not all bad, like people say, you know? Yeah, it can be. I mean, North Philly can be a shithole. Like Kensington, that's a bad area. Strawberry Mansion, that's another bad spot in North Philly. Um, some parts of like Southwest Philly's kind of bad. West Philly can be bad, but West Philly kind of has like a good area called Chestnut Hill. That's kind of like a rich area in Philly. So, what do they do for fun? Eat a lot of cheesesteaks. I guess if you're into sports, they like that. Go to concerts there. Very walkable, so you can walk around the city and stuff, ride your bike. There's some nature in Philly, like Wissahickon, like Pennypack, pretty cool. So, oh, that's cool. Your ancestors from there. That's cool, man. What do I think of Jersey? Um, Expensive, more expensive than where I'm from, I'll say. Uh, I always like. I used to go to Ocean City, New Jersey, a lot when I was younger. I used to go to like Wildwood, New Jersey, a lot. Kind of like what Battle said, Atlantic City. I went there a tiny bit, not that much though. Uh, there's a lot of bad areas in Jersey though too, like Camden. That's a bad area. Trenton can be bad. Newark, I heard. Patterson is kind of bad. Atlantic City can be kind of sketchy a little bit. So, Collective Soul concert. Who's that? Who's Collective Soul? Saying it's a boring desert. I don't think it is. I mean, if you live in the Phoenix area, there's a lot to do here, man. It's a lot of hiking, outdoor stuff. Way more stuff to do in South Dakota, where I used to live at. So, yeah, no, Nick's won. Yeah, yeah. I mean, not all Muslims are bad though, man. Can't generalize. What's up, Gamer Stance? That's with any fucking group, you know. Every race or whatever has its stereotypes, but not all of them are bad, you know. It's just something. 90s rock band. Yeah, they charge you to go to the beach. Yep. That's what sucks about that. That's why people go to Wildwood. Wildwood's for free. So. Yeah, fudge. Yeah, that's my family would go there to get fudge a lot of times. It's pretty good. Yeah, I was that guy. Yeah, pretty much almost everywhere, to be honest. I mean, South Dakota's got Mount Rushmore, the Black Hills. They got good outdoor stuff, but it's very isolating up there. It's just a lot of farmland and stuff too, you know. But it's affordable there. You can get your own apartment there. Car insurance is a lot cheaper than Arizona. Um, Food is kind of about the same. But I'll say the health insurance is a lot more there. I pay less in health insurance here than South Dakota, though. So, nice, man. What'd you do for your B-Day? Is Jesus bad? I mean, I would say Jesus isn't bad or good. Jesus doesn't exist. Nah, that's my light. The light right here, just it's like got a sensor to it. Yeah, the boardwalk is run down. Damn, you got chased by stray cats over there. They wanted you to give the cats food. You know, because you've been there, South Dakota. Yeah, there's not a lot to do. I lived up there. I recently moved to Arizona last month. I couldn't stand it. I was homeless and I didn't know where to go. And I looked up South Dakota, and this guy that watches my videos told me to come, so I went. Wasn't for me. No kids, man. Probably. I mean, it's probably a lot of random people on the live stream here. So, yeah, I stay in my room a lot. Use my left hand. Yeah, I mean, that's what you'll mostly get when you're older. I guess you get money from your family, you know? Usually what you want to do with it. I don't know. It's just, I was very impulsive and I used the whippets on my sister. Let's see the bald head. Yeah, it's bald. Seriously, I actually am losing hair up here. Let's say I got a little crown. It's just getting older, you know? Stag in your room? Yeah, I mean, you gotta watch it on my channel. Oh, damn. Must been some good food. Don't goon. Well, I unfortunately did today. The devil doesn't want me to, and I did it. Yeah, tinnitus. Yeah, that shit sucks that you're dealing with that, man. Never know what that's like to be in your shoes dealing with that. Especially if you're going out somewhere and there's loud noises, it just affects you more, you know? That's terrible, man. Something that you never asked for or deserved. Yeah, just like you don't need so much stuff. Like you just live with things that will satisfy you, you know? All this other stuff, like materialistic things, you may not use it anymore, you know? You may buy it and you'd be like, oh, it's a waste. Yeah, I guess they are pretty new, I guess. Yeah, Rohai will probably be on here any second. He's always on here. I like spending money on things that most people don't think about, but are very beneficial. Yeah, I mean, as long as it benefits you, right? It makes you happy. Helps you cope with things. Nothing wrong with it, you know? That's what I think. Yeah, I wish this light would just turn on, you know? Yeah, I really do. What's the advice? I mean, you can't control it, you know? You're gonna get older, and thing is, like, certain things in life can be more difficult, and I guess certain things in life will... A lot of things could change, you know? I guess. Um, I guess, like, you just go through the motions or something. I mean, I remember when I was 17, and then I turned 18, you know? So... Yeah, it's just a number, you know, and I guess you start aging. It's just part of this life once you're here, you know. I mean, I'm 31, so time kind of feels like it flies pretty fast when you're older too. It's like your perception of time kind of gets different. Yeah, I mean, I guess when I turned 30, I wasn't really freaking out, I'll say. Just getting older, you know? Guess it's kind of crazy when you turn 30 how fast your 20s go, I guess, when you look back. If that makes sense. Oh, I bet. Yeah, definitely a lot of gold diggers out there trying to make money off dudes, you know? I believe it. Yeah, you gotta keep your eyes peeled a little bit in Atlantic City a little bit. Guess if you're into gambling, I guess that's the place to go to if you're around that area. I mean, I'm reading your text, man. Nah, I'm not Jewish. Yeah, I mean, because when you're getting older, certain things you'll have more responsibilities, and there's a lot of things that can happen when you're older too, and that's including bad. Totally different human being. I guess so. Even if I lived to 50, I guess. Yeah, because of your sister, right? Smoking is bad for you. Yeah, I know, man. What about junk food? What about all this other stuff? Yeah, same, man. Well, my grandpa lived in 93. He smoked cigarettes since he was 10. So, I mean, depends on genetics and it just random. I don't know. Yeah, that's one of the symptoms of autism, eye contact. It's either you lack eye contact or you stare too much. I tend to stare too much with my autism mostly. What's up, couple of beers? Doing okay, I guess. I guess doing the pool job was okay the first couple days, and then those last couple days I made mistakes. I broke some stuff. I broke these low hanging lights when I was brushing the pool. It was just that was bad. This glass broke and stuff, and then I messed up a salt cell. I was trying to clean their salt cell in their pool, but I guess like after that day, had another salt cell pool, and I actually did it right. And I guess it was kind of rough because they gave me a truck that had no AC. I feel like I had heat exhaustion, so I was very tired. Um, Now they gave me a truck that doesn't have a accurate gas gauge, so it's kind of rough. But even though I have those things with the truck, I'd rather work by myself. I don't want to deal with coworkers and stuff. So, do you think being aware of how our brains work actually helps in shaping our actual brains to do better? Um, I guess so. I guess like learning more about like the human brain can make things more easier to understand. Or the check engine light on. Yeah, that isn't good. Yeah, she should tell you about stuff like that. Yeah, she probably doesn't know too much about cars. Something like that. Yeah, and check engine lights on that isn't a good thing usually. You need to get it checked out. Minor parts. What kind of parts does it need? What's up? What weed is heat? Yeah, I'm the opposite, man. I like the heat more than the cold, but I get it though. Can make you feel lightheaded. The heat. It can make you feel dehydrated and stuff like that. I understand. Yeah, that's why I had to tell the guy. I was like, Just give me another truck. I ain't driving a truck with no AC. And the funny thing is, like, they have all these other trucks that are new Ford Mavericks, and they're like, they can't give me one, you know. They rather give me a Nissan truck that has an inaccurate gas gauge. It's kind of annoying. The oil tank. Yeah, that's not good. Hopefully it's not something serious where you have to spend a lot of your money. Damn, got hit by a tornado? Damn, I heard something about that. Somewhere in the Midwest, there was some tornadoes or something. Big storms. Where I'm from Pennsylvania. But I live in Arizona right now. Yeah, Nissans aren't always the best vehicles. I think a Nissan Altima is alright, though. I guess it's a decent car, though. Yeah, anhedonia can be a bitch to deal with. Uh, Lacking pleasure in things, like the hobbies you do don't feel good anymore. Yeah, that shit sucks, man. It's hard to live with at times. It's hard to like kind of um feel good from the things you like to do when you're dealing with that. Yeah, I heard of that saying. Found on the road dead. Yeah, it is true for Fords in a way. Yeah, my accent's like northeast. So, yeah, I don't blame you. A couple beers. Being with coworkers fucking sucks. That's why I'd rather keep the pool job, even though it has its cons, you know? I get to work by myself, just drive a company vehicle, do my job, and go home, you know? So, yeah, depression can make you feel more anhedonia. That's for sure. That's what it does to a lot of people. Yeah, but anhedonia is different than depression, though. It's kind of, you lack pleasure in things, like things don't make you feel as good. I mean, it's similar to depression, but there's differences with those two, though. I'm gonna throw out some butts here. See if I can turn the light on. Nissan Pathfinder. Yeah, they might be pretty good. I mean, I feel like if you buy a vehicle, you take care of it right, it should last you, you know? That's what I think. It'll last you a bit. Most people don't take care of their cars a lot of times, and that's why their cars don't last as long either, you know? Probably because they're expensive, and a lot of people don't know, like, certain things with their cars, I guess, so... Driver returns on foot. That's a new one I learning today. Yeah, didn't even. This life in general can make you just feel numb, you know. Well, I was homeless, man. I was homeless for a month. I decided to move to South Dakota, and I only stayed there for 10 months because I didn't like it there. And I wanted to live somewhere warm. I always wanted to live somewhere warm all my life, and I moved to Arizona, so. Southern? Yeah, I always get told that too with the southern part. It's not a southern accent though. It's a Philly accent, but I'm not like a full-blown Philly accent, but I have like certain words I say are kind of like Philly, so I don't support that guy, man. I don't think it's rough for me, to be honest with you. The like living here so far. I'm gonna do a video on that tomorrow, like my thoughts on it. I just think like since I moved here, with what happened to my car is kind of rough, but uh, I really like it here so far. It's really a big upgrade for me. So yeah, I know Lancaster. Yep. I haven't. I never really gone up there that much. I only been there up there one time because I was dropping my brother off at York, PA, and I driven through Lancaster in the Amish country. You'll see a lot of the buggies. You'll see a lot of the farmland, uh, stuff like that. So yeah, I say Wooder. Yep, that's when you know you're from Philly. Saying Wooder. It always slips every time I'm here too. Every time I say Wooder, I can't say water. You know. Yeah, trying to piss you off all the time. Probably with your car too, you know. That's gotta be annoying, right? Yeah, she shouldn't be doing stuff like that, you know. Yeah, they probably do. They like the voice and accent. So we're in PA, Bucks County. Say Bucks County is where I grew up. But I lived in Philly before. I lived in like University City. Uh, for like 6 months. That was horrible. I lived in like North Philly near Temple University a little bit with my brother. Um, yeah, I mean, I know a good amount of that area, like Bucks County, Montgomery County, Philly, Delco, I know, Allentown a little bit, Kutztown, the Poconos. Like, I basically know all, like, that area, you know? Yeah, I really do like it here. It's more of like an active lifestyle state that I like. My roommate's cool. He's inviting me to a lot of hikes. I just gotta get settled in a little bit more, and it'll be okay. Just hopefully my car doesn't get into more issues, you know. So I told you, King, I don't support Carmelo Anthony. Yeah, this guy's trying to troll or something. I live in Delco. Yeah, I used to work in Delco a little bit. I worked for this pool company. Delco's got a lot of rich areas, I'll say. They got a lot of areas that are pretty wealthy, but obviously not all of them, you know. Yeah, it should be going back up for good. It'll guess. Yeah, it's good. It's not too far away, you know. It's not that far away there. Yeah, I know, man. North Philly's a fucking shithole. I feel that, dude. What you do up there? Yeah, especially if you go on like Cecil B. Moore or you uh, go on Gerard or you go on Broad Street even. It's just it can be like a mess up there, you know. Um, Either like place like Strawberry Mansion. That's just a bad area too, you know. Yeah, it's crazy expensive. Yeah, I noticed the beef prices in South Dakota. They're not that much different though, but it is pretty expensive for a pound, I'll say. especially if you're trying to get 90% lean, like beef, you know. So I do property preservation. What's that do? I don't know what that is. Property preservation. Still alive? That's good. I mean, I don't want your goldfish to die. The worst spots. Yeah, I feel that, man. That sucks. Yeah, driving in Philly in the worst spots is sketchy. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, especially if you're going more up north of Temple University. That can be bad. Like Alany, that's a bad spot. Uh, it's another spot up there. Like Wickenhaken, that that road kind of isn't good. Um, yeah, a lot of North. I think North Philly's the worst to me. Out of all the bad areas in Philly, North, so all bad. Yeah, near the Eagle Stadium. Yeah, that area is not too bad, man. Where the Eagle Stadium is, the Philly Stadium. Yeah, that area is not too bad. That's basically like South Philly. South Philly is pretty decent, I'll say. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I feel like there is a lot of blacks that live in North Philly. Good amount of Hispanics. Yeah, it's kind of annoying, man. Dealing with your sister like that. Taking your car, trying to be irritating all the time. That shit's gotta be overwhelming living with her. Basically, when banks take over properties, they hire out companies to go and cut the grass, fix random little shit. Oh, I see. Yeah, so they do that until like a new person moves in, I guess. That makes sense. Yeah, there's a lot of spots in North Philly that are vacant too. There's a lot of spots up there where people move out of as well. Yeah, Miami's rough too. I don't know too much of Miami. I haven't been in a lot of rough spots. I only been to uh, like South Beach, but I think even South Beach can be kind of rough a little bit at night. I'll say. I know when I went to Miami Gardens, that was kind of rough there too. I'll say. Yeah, it is nice in South Philly. Yeah, I think South Philly's pretty nice, especially by the stadiums, or you're going on like South Street. South Street's pretty nice. Um, most of like the east side of South Philly's good. West side can be kind of sketchy a little bit. So yeah, those are all rough areas. Yeah, I don't want to go there then. Yeah, I don't know the rough areas in like the Miami area too much. Yeah, John Roast Pork. Yeah, I heard of that spot too, man. I never ate there, to be honest. That's like kind of on the east side of South Philly, I think. Ever see the Target near Second Ave and thrift store? Nah, I don't really go there too much. I've been to like I've been to like that area before. I did Uber Eats on my e-bike, but not so much. Oh yeah, that's terrible, man. Yeah, trying to get just to do your job. I guess you have people laying on the sidewalks and near the properties you're checking out. You know. Yep. Yeah, Philly houses are ugly, man. They're all burnt out. There's a bunch of fires. It's a bunch of fire hazards there. Yeah, I lived in University City, which wasn't as, it's not really a bad area, but that place I lived at was just a slum. Rats in there. There was cockroaches. Yeah, living in Philly isn't that good, I'll say. Unless you have money and live in Center City, or you live in like South Philly or somewhere, or you live in Chestnut Hill or something. All those areas. Little Haiti, North Miami. Yeah, I believe it, man. Don't want to be there either. I feel like North Miami's kind of like Miami Gardens, right? I don't know if I'm wrong, but I feel like that's kind of north, right? Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I never been to Cherry Hill, New Jersey. I know that's like close to Philly though. That's somewhere I've never been to. No, I never seen roaches that fly though. But I can imagine Florida has a lot of them because they like the moisture. That's what roaches like. They like moisture more. So you gotta definitely watch out for them if you live in Florida. That's for sure. A lot of bugs over there. Yeah, Philly's got a lot of shit. Cicadas, yeah, they could be in a lot of warm areas too. Yeah. Yeah, but they're not as bad as the roaches though. Oh, that's west of North Miami. Oh, I see. That makes sense. Why they change the name? That's that's something I never knew about. Yeah, I could see them being in the Philippines too. I'll say. Yeah, I do live streams a good amount. I mean, if you could check my channel out, I mean, you can if you want to. I talk about many things. So yeah, '90s rock songs. That's cool, man. Feel like when you're alone at the house, like singing over a song you like, that's probably a really good feeling, you know. Yeah, I need a girl that's very religious to take me to church, and I can actually be a Christian again. Stop like submitting to the devil, you know. What's up, Sage? But I'll say, Arizona's got some nice areas. I've been in Chandler a lot now. Chandler's got some decent. Is a decent place. It's big. I'll say, Gilbert's pretty nice too. I've been in Gilbert a lot with the pool job, and I live close to Gilbert too, so it's pretty nice there. Tempe, pretty nice. So, dating at church. Yeah, that'll be my first date with a girl. Take her to church on Sunday. That'll be the perfect date. Yeah, make it seem more pleasant. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like they both seem kind of pleasant though, right? Carol City, right? Is that what you said? And I mean, I think they both seem kind of pleasant type of names for a city. Yeah, pretty much that's what death is, man. You just go non-existence. You never wake up from it. That's what happens. There's this guy that I shadowed for this pool job, and he was saying, like, because he would mention religion for some reason, and he would say that people that believe in God will be going to heaven, but for people that don't, go to non-existence. And I told him, I'm going to non-existence then. Yeah, that's gonna be kind of awkward if I see Positive Steve while going on a date with my girl at church. My cousin would be uh, trying to steal my girl, I guess. Positive Steve would be like, "Oh, he's really a non-believer. He's faking this shit." Oh, it'd scare everyone. Yeah, it probably has a brief history, I guess, of like being a bad area. I'm assuming. Yeah, that's something else. Yeah, I mean, it was kind of unexpected to go do a live stream, kind of. Turn that fucking light on. I was thinking about doing videos today, but I was kind of tired. So I'm probably going to do videos tomorrow. So a red moon? What you mean? Yeah, live in an idiocracy planet. Yep. What happened, Shay? Yeah, he did. Yep. Yeah, he deleted all his videos. I mean, I kind of get it, you know. This type of content can really overwhelm you at times with the audience and probably shit going on personally with his life. I mean, I watched him from the beginning when he made his channel, so he made a lot of good videos. Be nice if he made more videos, but I understand if he doesn't want to do it, you know. I get it, because I did it to my old channel also. So, I had to change the bulb of my brother's car. Yeah, that can be tough to put the bulb, like take the bulb out and take the new bulb in. It's kind of a bitch to do, because it's kind of, you're putting your hand in there and it's like, you don't have any like finger room to install it. It's kind of a pain. That's why if I had to do that, like I would always go to like a AutoZone or a O'Reilly's to do it. Tezza, I'm gonna be surprised they were doing that to him. I mean, he had a lot of trolls, to be honest with you. 2017. Yeah, I can't believe that's an old car now. That's what my car is, 2017. From bad to worse. Yeah, that's terrible that you had to deal with that, man. That shit had to be overwhelming, sounds like. Fucking car problems can really stress you out, that's for sure. Oh yeah, that's what sucks about tinnitus. You know, like if you want to go a place where you would have a good time, and you realize, like, say the tinnitus will make it worse, like just going there with how things are very loud and can overwhelm you. That's fucking terrible, you know. Yeah, I'll be doing a lot of streams on here, man. So we'll be doing some more. But that's good that you like them, man. Yeah, being a grifter. Yeah, I mean, people. I don't see nothing wrong if he wants to make money on YouTube. You know, I don't see nothing wrong with it. People are something else. I think he was very genuine with his videos too. He's not fake to me. Yeah, I was keeping an eye on it. I knew my Knicks were gonna win. Yeah, De'Aaron Fox kind of messed it up, I think. I think Dylan Harper kind of like missed some key layups too. It kind of cost him the game. Become a monk? I would fucking fail, man. I'll be gooning. Yeah, he did. Yeah, especially his old ones where like he would walk the cemetery and his phone would be like on his hand or something, and he'd be walking and talking. Yeah, he had a lot of good videos. Yeah, I mean, if you shoot guns, that would mess with your tinnitus too. Yeah, Wembenyama. Yeah, it's only his third year. And he's already in the NBA Finals. I could see him winning a chip. I'll say he's gonna definitely learn from that experience. So yeah, you have tinnitus. Yeah, it's something you don't deserve or ask for. That shit can be genetic as well, right? It's not always like other things that can make you have tinnitus. Yeah, exactly. Yep. People will just make assumptions and try to make it seem like you're faking it. You're overreacting. You're you're just trying to get attention. That's not the case. You're actually dealing with something. Yeah, yeah. When you're not. All because they you can't see it doesn't mean like you're faking it. Stop complaining and be a bullshit. Get 7 jobs to afford the Elantra. Like, if you can't afford the repairs, then that's your problem. You need to step your game up and get a job. Stop sitting around being a neat and just have things handed to you. No. Go out there and fucking be a productive member to society and you won't have that problem. Yeah, I mean, not everyone as tall is into basketball. Yeah, I guess that can be annoying with, like, say, if you're a tall person and you're not into, like, basketball, for example, people will say, "Do you play?" And it's just kind of annoying. They don't want to get to know you as, like, a person. Humans are the best species. I love humans. If people are pressing the button, then I'm gonna stop it. If I see, like, a Duma or just some anti-nihilist or some F-less trying to press a button, I'm gonna go over there and stop that from happening. Keep this existence going. Yeah, I agree, Rohai. Yep. Especially like if you are tall, you're like you got this built and you're not into sports or anything like that. Yeah, that is disrespectful. I agree. Yeah, there a lot of people can be. A lot of people ain't worth talking to a lot of times. Yeah, that's kind of annoying, I'll say, Rohai. They shouldn't try to force you into playing or watching. It's just a pain in the ass. They keep pushing it onto you. Yeah, my cousin will be the guy to stop this shit. What are you doing over there? You have the butt in your hand? Let that go. I'm gonna bring up the cross. Don't do that. Yeah, that's the thing. It's just a stereotype, I guess. Like you look a certain way, you have this certain height, they expect you to be that way, and it's not always the case. Yeah, I think he told me that guy. Yeah, I never really watched him really. Yeah, a lot of people are deleting their videos. I've been to thrift stores, man. I bought some clothes in there. You can definitely get some good things out of a thrift store. I bought a couple polos in there. I think I bought like a couple tank tops and stuff. And I still have them today, which they're pretty nice, you know. Yeah, if you guys wanna see me live, I'll be in downtown Phoenix. If you guys don't want to hear negativity, come down. I'll spread positivity in your ears, and you'll come out of that show and feel optimistic. You'll stop watching this bullshit on YouTube and actually grind and hustle. Yeah, yep. Too many bad experiences from people and just bad experiences in general will just make you want to isolate more. That's for sure. Yeah, I'm more of a night person too, man. You know me. You see me doing these live streams. I like the night more. Yes, the days can kind of drag. Yeah, it can be very repetitive, like just living in this life, and um, your body's a present is needy all the time. So yeah, yeah. I mean, I spend a lot of time in my room to chill out, especially here. 'Cause I don't want to talk to my roommate all the time. So there's times where I just want to stay in my room, you know. I stayed in my room like consecutive days, but I was very depressed though. Yeah, that was the longest I would do. Yeah, I mean that was terrible that you had parents like that, man. Definitely affects your adulthood a lot of times. Yeah, it's never satisfied, man. It's always needy, constantly. Yeah, go out there and dance, positive Shay. The more you dance, the more positive you are. If you just sit in your room all day and just use your left hand and smell your hand and it smells like goo, that's not right. Use your hands to dance. Go with the groove. What's getting weird? Yeah, bigger gap, yeah. Yeah, I think it's just gonna be a bigger gap, you know? It's kind of like a retaining wall, you know? You try to chip it off a little bit, it creates a bigger gap. It's kind of like that. Yeah, yeah, my cousin doesn't want to do the dance. He'd rather just sit in his room all day. If he was dancing, he would start being a believer. He would actually think this life's beautiful and he wouldn't be speaking negative all day. Found some good stuff in there. That's cool, man. Yeah, I mean, even like furniture, or just like whatever you find, it's pretty nice. Go with the goon. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Yeah, because she's in bad credit or something, right? And she's, I guess the parents aren't going to be there forever, so she can't rely on them too much, right? So, Yeah, I think climate change is a real thing. I don't know if it's like super fast, but I think it's definitely gonna be affecting humans in the future, though. I'll say. Yeah, I mean, if nukes are fucked, then that's F-lism right there. That's F-lism. Spoken to your dad, right, Rohi? Or yeah, I mean, I don't try to blame my own parents for everything, though, man. There's certain things I have to work on myself, you know. So, but there's certain things that you can blame your parents on that they did you wrong and they affect your adulthood, you know. So, don't say that, Shay. It's not gonna get worse. It's getting better. Keep saying it's getting better. Because when things get better, God is in your heart. And you know what that means. You'll be a new man. 1970 school desk will stop the 100 million degree. What's that, race? Yeah, I'd rather be gooning than working. I'm with you on that. I'm doing really good now, and my dad is doing bad. Yeah, I guess that's that karma. Not literally, though. Nuclear war? Yeah, possibly, I guess. Yeah, but loneliness doesn't discriminate, you know. But I think the thing is, men with their loneliness is ignored. Is what I think. Women's loneliness is more addressed to me. But loneliness doesn't discriminate. No, what male or female shouldn't experience it, you know. Yeah, your dad is. I'll say that's a good thing that he blocked you. You don't have to communicate with him anymore. Yeah, I mean, there needs to be evidence, you know? There hasn't been evidence of a god, so. That's the spirit positive, Shay. You're on the ball. You got 6 jobs. You have 2 more side hustles. You talk with a deep voice and have thick skin to people. You're not like one of these black pill, misted throat nonconformists out there. You're a guy that actually does something to his life. Oh, under school desks, nuclear war. Yeah, it was kind of like a drill, wasn't it? Kind of. So, yeah, but I'll say I'm not really an anti-nihilist to me. I don't. There's ideas I incorporate into why I don't want children. You know, there's certain things I disagree with it on. Uh, but yeah, I think he was talking about people like me too. But I was I was pretty genuine. I was genuine with my channel, you know, and I just genuinely changed like my views on it because there's a lot of things that go a little too far, you know, and I'm not really for that, really. But yeah, I guess he's right about people that want to do it because they have bad lives themselves. They don't really think about other people's lives and uh, other things in the world, you know. So yeah, I disagree though, Shay. I disagree with that. I think women can be lonely. It's just more addressed than men. So I have to say. Earth will be swallowed by the sun. It's a possibility, I guess, you know. Say if the sun keeps getting bigger or something, or maybe the Earth's orbit gets close, but it almost sounds like maybe a huge meteor can hit. I mean, that's like natural effluism. That's something like that's natural, you know. I'm just not for that effluism where they're like speeding it up and trying to. They go too far, you know. So swipe right and get swipe left. Yeah, probably all the women I swipe right on, a good amount of them probably swipe left too. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Maybe there is someone on here a little older, possibly. Definition of a winner. I mean, I guess that shit's subjective. So, um, I guess kind of not comparing themselves to other people and living their own life. You know, they're not struggling in a way where it's affecting their life, and I don't know, man. I don't know what a winner in this life is, to be honest with you. I don't know. But if you're going by society and stuff like that, they say like have kids, get married, all that shit. That's what society tells you what a winner is, you know. So if you go by society, then and you don't achieve those things supposedly, and that's what you want, then I guess you can be a loser, you know. But if you don't want to be content by those things, you don't want to conform, then that doesn't mean you're a loser. You don't want to participate. So, to me, I think being this so-called winner is subjective, I guess, you know. Well, yeah, I mean, I think, like, death, like, everything shuts off, you know. Your brain stops working, all your organs are gone, like, it's not working there, and you won't have feelings, you won't have memories, you won't have, like pain, um, all that stuff. You just go to non-existence, and that's it. You know. So, yeah. So that's what I think. Yeah, I never claimed to be that extreme with it, too. You know, I never was for like the red button really, or just um, like the F-ism stuff, or even the extreme poor moralism thing. You know, I always thought of it as like you don't want kids because you don't want your kids to have pain and suffering. You see like what the kid can be born with, it can struggle and not have a good life, or just uh, you see a lot of bad in this world, which I see more, you know. um, and if it resorts to extinction, like it's a slow extinction, it's not like forced. It's I always was that type of anti-nihilist where it's like reducing the pain and suffering as much as possible. It's kind of like how I viewed it, you know. I think when people speed it up, it's kind of contradictory, you know. It's kind of they're kind of making more pain and suffering, I guess. But I don't consider myself one anymore. I don't like if people have kids, like I'm not gonna go out there and just like harass them, you know. If they want to hear my views on children, I'll tell them, you know. But that's up to them if they like will listen to me or not. So that's kind of how I view that. Really, I viewed it like that more. So yeah, pretty much, kind of like how we were before we were born. It's kind of like nothing, you know. Pretty much, that's what I think. I don't know. I don't think this planet will ever get destroyed, to be honest with you. Even when the humans extinct, I don't think planet Earth would like be annihilated. You know, I think humans would go extinct before the planet will be gone. You know. Yeah, I guess you could say it that way. I guess pollution. I guess the climate change. I guess that's kind of F-lism. You know, it's got a point. Yeah, we are a speck compared to the rest of the universe. It's we're very small. You know, that's what I think. Yeah, I like Born a Corrupt System, man. I That's how I started my old channel. I watched him in 2020, and I thought me making a channel I would have a voice kind of like him, you know. He kind of inspired me to make a channel, you know. He has a lot of good things to say, but I don't watch him no more because most of his videos are the same as like his old ones, and I already know like his views and stuff. So I don't watch him that much anymore. Nothing wrong with Born a Corrupt System. It's just, you know, I mean, I guess like if you compare it to like everything else in the universe, we're insignificant. But I guess maybe we're significant out of all the planets in our solar system, if that makes sense. You know? Yeah, yeah. I mean, I recognize there's good in this world, you know, but I don't see the point in bringing a kid into this world, and it's like a risk, you know. So yeah, I mean, destroying the planet. I mean, it's not going to do anything. The universe will keep expanding, you know. So yeah, 2009 is pretty young, man. What is that like? Yeah, you're 17. That's right. Yeah, I think Battle's the youngest here. I think. Yeah, 2009. I was like in middle school half the year, and then later that year I was starting to be in high school. Yeah, a lot of things that kind of suck about this life, you know. Yeah, that was young, man. Yeah, I was like eighth, going to ninth grade there. Yeah, I think I'd rather be in my 20s in the 2000s as well. I agree. Yeah, never asked for that, you know. 23 in 2001. I was like six, I think. I was like 6 years old. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a long time ago. I agree, Rohi. I remember 2009, good amount. But it's been a long time ago, though. It's almost been 20 years. Crazy. Yeah, I mean, eventually humanity will be doomed, though. Eventually. Yeah, I don't know. For me, it seems like it hasn't been a long time ago, but it has, you know? It's weird. Yeah, that's when YouTube was way better, man. YouTube was way better in the late 2000s and the early 2010s, and then it just slowly died down after that. Times got worse. Yeah, dystopian a lot of things over time. 3 years ago. Yeah, that's good that you're not doing that anymore, man. That's good. Yeah, this world's something else. Yeah, when you get reach old age, you start having health problems. You don't have the strength like you used to anymore. People that you like are passing away or something, you know? Yeah, something else. Yeah, it is weird, ain't it? Time perception. Especially like 2009, for example, what we were talking about. It felt like that wasn't that long time ago, you know? What it was. Crazy. Yeah, 9/11. I was like 6 years old when that happened. I don't remember that much of it though, 'cause I was young. Yeah, it's crazy how like you were born this certain year, and then so much shit like before you, like all these crazy events happened, right? So yeah, I mean, I'm grateful that I'm not in a worse situation, but I feel like people have the right to not like where their lives are at. You know, I feel like people are allowed to complain about certain things that they can't change. You know, things that are gonna affect their life forever. You know. But yeah, I mean, I guess if there's something that they're capable of changing, you know, then it's worth trying, you know. So yeah, yeah. When you're a kid, time just seems to be a lot more slower. I remember in school, time felt slow, and then once I reached like my 20s, it went by kind of fast a little bit. So yeah, I don't want that either, man. When I'm getting older, health problems and shit, but it seems inevitable, I guess. He hasn't been on in a while. Yeah, he's probably tired of those people trolling his live streams. That shit's gotta be fucking irritating, you know? Yeah, that's a myth. Yeah. Getting older doesn't mean you have all this wisdom. That's just kind of, it's baloney, you know? Yeah, elder years. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when he prioritizes, like, himself with self-destructive behavior and not getting, letting his kids, like, make it his kids not get along with him, you know? That's all on him, you know? Yeah, it seems like it, you know? Sounds like it. Well, I'm not really in a black screen right now, man. It's just the light. I need to turn on the light. Turn the light on here. Just turn the light on. Yeah, it's up to the person. They want to respect their elders, you know? Yeah, isn't it kind of ironic, right? They say the world needs you, but at the same time, like, the world doesn't care about you, you know? It's kind of hypocrisy a little bit. Yeah, I'll agree with that saying, man. Yeah, it seems like it's not an issue. It should be. It needs to be addressed a lot more. It's like they're just accepting the loneliness for men, you know, and not trying to address it more. Yeah, the days look different. Yeah, it's a different time. I'll say the 2000s. I'll say. Even when I was a kid, it was a lot different than now. Yeah, seem like a lot of countries are dealing with a declining economy. Sounds like. Yeah, I agree with that, man. I think it's a few too. I mean, I guess there's certain aspects of your childhood you like, but I guess overall, like, there's people out there that may not like it, and that's okay, you know? Not everyone has a good childhood. What's Hormas again? What's that? I think I know what that is. Retirement is a myth. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, you're not guaranteed to retire when you can pass away anytime, you know? Yeah, yeah, money makes you do more things. Quality, I guess. Yeah, a lot of boomers don't understand, like, the younger generations, what they're going through, you know? Yeah, all the hard work. Yep, that's what they'll say. Yeah, but the thing is, like, you need money to have your basic needs, though. I guess to have food and your all that shit. So, I mean, if you're able to be content with a little bit of money, then that's okay, I guess. Yeah, parents can mess your childhood. Yeah, it feels like you didn't have a childhood if you have parents like that. Yeah, that's I guess that's only if you walk in areas where it's more susceptible of like people try to mug you, I guess. Yeah, you don't have to like your parents, man. Yeah, a lot of people in society are hypocrites. Yeah, it is a huge problem. It's a big stigma. It needs to be more addressed and need to be taken seriously. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people grow with some childhood trauma. It's not easy to like overcome it when people uh, don't allow you to address your problems with your childhood. That's when it's ignored, and then you're suppressing it, and it's making your mental health worse. It doesn't. Nope. Yeah. Yep. The economy's on another level. Yeah. Politics creates a divide in people too. Yeah. Ignorance is bliss, I guess. Yeah. More money you have, I guess, the more quality. Yeah, but I wouldn't say it's the money that's the issue. It's the person using it to me. People that use money, right? I think that's what the shit is. Yeah, I heard about that. He's a trillionaire. Yeah. Yeah, especially with the tinnitus, right? That's just an unnecessary struggle that you're dealing with. Something that you never asked for, and everyday things can make things harder. That ain't good. Yeah, yeah, because they're working. They're working to provide for their kids, and it's like they don't know what their kids are going through in school. Hockey finals, nice. That's cool. That you got the NBA finals Saturday, and then you have the Stanley Cup Sunday, which is cool. Yeah, I mean, I like sports, but uh, I feel like it's not everything, I think people can get too overhyped about it, and it's like a big cope for like what this life is, It's kind of what the sports are. Yeah, true. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Reckless. A lot of people uh, tend to be materialistic, and they they want to live like all these other lavish people all the time, making them think they're happy, but not all of them are happy when they buy things that they don't use, and it's just uh, unnecessary. Yeah, yep. I guess being ignorant to the world. Yeah, but certain things though, man, like if people have these unnecessary struggles and things like that, it could be hard for them to like have a better attitude, when it affects your life all the time. But I guess if you try your best, maybe you'll get better because it's possible. Oh, I know Wawa, man. I kind of miss the Wawa Hoagie Fest. Yeah, they're kind of expensive, like going to Wawa. I mean, if I was still living there, I would still just like cook food. Yeah, big gap. Yeah. Am I running? Are you running your life, or your life is running you? Probably more of life running you. That's right. Life is running me, but uh, I don't know. Mix of both. Yeah, but I guess like if a person has kids, they could have a good life. But a lot of these people that have kids don't consider that not every kid's gonna enjoy their life. Certain things can happen where it's like unnecessary struggles and all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, people should adopt more because there's kids that need a home, right? So that makes sense too. Yeah, they're a young team though. I think they'll bounce back. The Spurs. I think they'll win a chip probably in a next year or in a couple years. So go inside now. Yeah, it's all about himself. Yeah, we're gonna prioritize his happiness, and his shit over his kids isn't right. That isn't a good thing. Yeah, I mean, I struggle with overthinking, man. I worry a lot too, so overthinking can be a bitch to deal with. But yeah, deep thinking is better though. Yeah, why would they have kids then? They're gonna complain, and they're gonna be overwhelmed, and I mean that's what you're gonna do when you have children. So they have way more options here, man. Way more supermarkets, way more food. There's a lot more like food options here. I just went and got like some loaded fries at a Mexican place. I had some really good fruit drink. It was really good. There's a lot of places here than South Dakota. That's for sure. South Dakota only has like its big franchises. That's it. It doesn't have much. Yeah, you don't have to like your parents, man. Your brother said he doesn't want our dad to know ever. I mean, he doesn't have to let your dad know, you know? Doesn't have to. Yeah, especially in New York. These New York Knicks fans can be too much. I heard they're like assaulting people too that are Spurs fans. That's ridiculous. Yeah, there's a lot of pretenders out there. Yeah, especially how your dad treated you guys, like you, your brother, and your sister. I mean, that isn't good, you know. Yeah, death, uh, just nothing, you know. Be the change you want to see in the world. I mean, the thing is, a majority of people ain't gonna change the world, you know. Most people are gonna live like mediocre lives, and there's certain things that you can't change about yourself, you know. Certain things that you're born with will always stick with you, I guess. Um, but I guess you just try your best, or if you are capable of doing something and you can try it. If it doesn't work, you give it up. It's just, you do what you can, you know, and then you're gone. That's all I gotta say. We try survive for others' happiness. Yeah, yep. Just to get approval from others, just trying to impress other people, trying to fit in all the time with like people in your family or like people from your high school. It's a bunch of comparison shit, and that shit will make you miserable a lot too, you know? Yeah, your health. Yeah, I mean, that's something that you can change, like certain things with your health, like have a more healthier lifestyle, like with your diet, or just kind of be more active. Um, Maybe try things to improve your mental health, you know? So, yeah. Yeah, you shouldn't have to be. You should have parents to guide you for the real world, but they weren't there. That's something that you're allowed to be mad about. Yeah, I mean, that's up to the person if they want to improve their health, I guess, you know? So, yeah, didn't care to help. Yeah, he didn't when he prioritized himself, you know? I do MMA and boxing. That's cool, man. Yeah, it's a good hobby to get into. Learn how to fight, also. That's even another perk. So, my one friend does, he was doing boxing classes and he liked it. So, yeah, that's what they say. Men shouldn't complain, you know? But the thing is, like, certain things that you can't change, you have to complain. Jesus is a man, come in me. I've been waiting for Jesus to come in me, but I haven't received it yet. Yeah, what am I doing in Arizona? I'm not gonna find my girlfriend here. I have religious values. I need to go to West Virginia. Yeah, the special interests. Yeah. That's what sucks about that too, when you're dealing with neurotypicals and you're talking to them about your special interests. You're trying to get a conversation, and they rather talk about their small talk and their careers and their superficial things than something interesting. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I mean, probably growing my beard out for a little while, so. Yeah, resent them. Yeah, why would they have them? I'll never understand it. A bike or drive a car, then that's when you know that's not a good parent, especially driving a car, because you need a car to get a job. You need a car to, like, live, basically. So it's something else. Oh, that's cool, man. Have all your like boxing equipment, and you're set. You'll be content, and it's like you have your cope right there. You don't have to go to a boxing gym. Don't have to deal with people. Still getting more too. That's cool, man. What you trying to get now? You gotta beg, Roja. You gotta go down one knee. You can't just say that. You gotta go on one knee. Yeah, want you to struggle. Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why parents would want their kids to struggle. Shouldn't even have fucking kids. It's good that you're living better than him now. Yeah, I remember Eastern time, man. I used to do lives at that time. Especially that late, too. I was doing it that late in the Midwest. I don't know if I'm going to do it that late tonight. Yeah, Mountain Time, Pacific Time, whatever you call it. So, yeah, he is if he prioritizes himself and doesn't want to provide enough food on the table. That ain't good. What's a teardrop bag? What's that? Yeah, that's cool, man. It's good to have like a fighting background. It's good for exercise, good for cardiovascular health. I think that's underrated cardio, doing like boxing and MMA. Underrated for cardio. That's something I'm gonna miss, man. The Rita's water ice. Man, I'm gonna miss that shit. My favorite was the mango gelati, the big one. I'm gonna miss that too. You can only get that in Philly or Florida, I think. There's no Rita's anywhere else. Maybe I'll find a cool water ice place in Arizona, though. They gotta have something like that here, since how hot it is. So, the big, round, heavy type of bag that fills up with water. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so it's easy to set up, I guess, and then hit the bag with. Yeah, Jersey does too, yeah. Especially South Jersey has it. Yeah, I like the mango gelati, and they never have this anymore, but the green apple one's a good one too. That's another good one. 180 pounds. Yeah, that's heavy as shit, I'll say. That won't fucking break right there. I think another thing I like at Rita's is the mistos. Mistos are really good too. It's like a it's like a shake mixed smoothie kind of thing. Yeah, true. I can't even shoulder press that shit. 180 pounds. That's a lot. That's gotta be pretty strong to shoulder press 180. That's cool, man. It's cool that you like your grandpa. Yeah, I never been to Red Robin. I wonder if that's any good. Yeah, I'll miss some of the food in Philly though. Cheesesteak, Rita's, the pretzels, the bagels, the all that shit I'll miss up there. When I visit though, at times I'll definitely get the food there though. Rigatoni's. Where's Rigatoni's at? Is that in Arizona or something? Yeah, I think having too much of a police state isn't good. Too much surveillance and stuff. I mean, that's something that's not a good thing. Yeah, I guess I am. I can be concerned about that. That's for sure. Especially with all this technology we have. It's in Arizona. Where is it at in Arizona, though? I'll check it out. I screenshot it. So, your grandma? That's cool, man. That's good that you like your grandparents, man. Yeah, one missed call. I guess I'm worshiping the devil tonight. It's been ringing my phone over there. You see that? The pastor's been calling me to go to West Virginia, and I guess I'm not answering. I guess my girl's got to break up with me if I ghost her about going to church on a date. Okay. Yeah, I'll look it up, man. I'll look it up on Google Maps. So, fascist. Yeah, I mean, too much of a fascist, like, country isn't good either. Too much authoritarian shit ain't right. Nah, that wouldn't be a good thing either. Smoke weed or smoke cigs? Oh yeah, I mean they were never in a person's shoes that were going through those circumstances. Yeah, those people won't realize it until they experience something like that, you know? To win what? Win certain things in this life? Yeah, I mean, they don't believe you because, like, you know, they were never in your shoes, you know? They were never in your shoes and, like, what you've been through. kind of like what you said. They probably lived more of a privileged life, I guess, those people you interacted with, I guess. Yeah, I'm not really that addicted though. I kind of been picking it back up because of what happened to my car and stuff like that. I sometimes I just enjoy doing it. I like smoking though. I don't really want to quit totally. I just want to do it here and there. So, I mean, I already quit. I kind of basically really quit before, like for like a year and a half or two. Yeah, I mean, I guess I noticed some things, but I always liked smoking, so I like doing it here and there. So, but yeah, when I was a heavy smoker, I did quit, and I did have bad withdrawals for the first couple weeks, and then it wasn't as bad. Now, if I just like cut back, it's not as bad, really. Yeah, I look forward to sleep too. Just sucks when certain things can disrupt your sleep. At like going to a job you hate, or going to school that you don't want to go to, or uh, maybe insomnia or racing thoughts give you like make you sleep deprived. You know what I mean? I mean, that's good that you got out, man. It's good that you got out of there. Yeah, start feeling better. Yeah, I tried the patches. They didn't work for me, man. There was times where I would forget to take the patch off my arm, and I would sleep, and I would get really weird dreams. And there was one time I had a really scary dream or something, and I woke up sweating. My whole bed sheet was sweating, and it really messed with me. It gives you like lucid dreams and shit. But the patches don't help me. I just quit cold turkey. It doesn't seem like it from what I'm doing right now, but I don't smoke all the time, really. Yeah, I'll be maxing with the sleep. That's for sure. 4 years. Yeah, it's been a while, man. I'll say. I mean, it's good that you feel better without it. As long as it makes you feel better without it, nothing wrong with it. Yeah, he always uses people. Yeah, he sounds like a moocher. Sounds like. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I think the patches can help people quit. I feel like it's just not for everybody, right? It's like the nicotine gum too. It's kind of like that also. Yeah, anhedonia and the autism. That fucking sucks, man. Especially if you have like these special interests that make you feel good, and then you're dealing with anhedonia. That just makes it a difficult time to cope with. Yeah, I mean, I have autism too, man. There's times where I get really depressed and I get anhedonia, and certain things that I'm really into just don't interest me as much anymore. Yeah, or yep. That's kind of, I understand what you're talking about. You still do the things you like, but it's not like super stimulating as like it was before. It's kind of like me going to the gym. I like working out, but it's not as stimulating. It's just something that keeps me going, I guess, something that I like doing. Maybe it's the dissociating too, you know? When you have the personalization and all that stuff, you tend to dissociate. I tend to dissociate too from trauma, I guess. Or sometimes I dissociate and it feels good. I just it's like meditation. It's kind of like your thoughts. You're like kind of you're stuck in your thoughts, but at times dissociation with that can make you feel worse, you know? It could make you feel more anxious. One thing I want to mention, even though America has problems, we have enough going for us. So a lot of people, yeah, I agree, man. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that happen in this country. A lot of people are going through shit, but I guess like in other countries, people are going through worse stuff. You know, that's true, man. Yeah, we'll do some videos tomorrow. I was just kind of tired today. Try to do some requests or something. Yeah, then like say if you go onto like a third world country or something, they act like you don't have problems. You live in a first world, you know. Yeah, that's the problem there. Yeah, really bad today. Yeah, it sounds like experiencing anhedonia, a lot of boredom, um, just feeling down all the time, you know? Yeah, I feel that, man. It sucks. Something that it's either like depressed in general with this life, or it's just something from the past that keeps bringing things up, and you get these triggers, and it can affect you, you know? Yeah, I do the same, man. There's times where I feel down, I'll just over exercise a lot, you know, especially with stress. Like if I uh if I get too stressed though, then I wouldn't be doing that though. I would just be laying down trying to sleep. So it really depends. But yeah, I get you, man. Sometimes kind of doing something like that can try to wear that depression off, you know. It's not easy. That shit is hard to deal with. Yeah, yep. I get like that working, man. I work like the pool job and I say it to myself a lot. It's like I don't want to keep living no more, you know? Yeah, darkness. Yeah. Just doing the same things over and over. Yeah, flashy couples. Yeah, I don't like that shit either, man. I mean, there's nothing wrong if there's a couple like at the gym just working out together, but if they're trying to like piss other dudes off or just they're acting sexual all the fucking time, then that's annoying, you know? PTSD. Yeah, that's definitely it seemed like it stems from your past. Something from your past is like giving you PTSD, and when you get like those triggers, it can make you more depressed, you know? Pandora box, what you mean by that? Nah, he went uh hiking with his friends in California somewhere. He's somewhere like in Death Valley, I think. which is pretty far, like 12 hours. But supposedly tomorrow, he's going to be back later tomorrow. So he goes on hikes a lot. He has 2 months off because he's a teacher. And that's all he does is he goes on hiking trips a lot. This month I'll be having the place to myself a lot on the weekends, so that's a good thing, you know. So yeah, he's on summer break. Yep, pretty much. Yeah, dying is scary. I think that's something everybody should be scared of is dying. How someone's gonna die, right? It's gonna be painful, but the thing is, it's part of life that you're gonna be dead. You know, we're all gonna be dead at some point. Yeah, yep. That's why I take a lot of anxiety meds. I have a lot of bad anxiety at times. Yeah, I like Arizona, man. I'm gonna do a video of my thoughts on it tomorrow, but I really do like it. It's just there's certain things I don't like about it though. So I'm not gonna spoil it too much since I'm gonna do a video on it tomorrow. So yeah, it's getting repaired. It's I'm getting my car back Wednesday. So I'm still driving this rental car that I got for my insurance. So that's the one thing I'm gonna talk about in Arizona a lot more is the car issues, and because there's cons with that with this state. So I carry it on with my life. Yeah, but I try to do things to try to see what I can do to not feel as much pain. You know, I don't try to just keep it in suppress it in my head all day. It's not easy though. Posted some good videos. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, we'll be doing some more tomorrow. I think you got a request. I think Final Destination that I didn't get to, so we'll see if I can get to most of these videos. Yeah, they don't have to experience anything. They're just decomposed. They're not aware, you know? That's all it is. Damn, a heart attack? Yeah, I mean, that's something that he hallucinated. It basically, I heard it's kind of like a near death experience. It's probably what he dealt with, you know? He dealt with like a, guess he was hallucinating and basically all his things from his past, his childhood or like his teenage years and all those years would come up, you know? So, yeah, I think it'll hold up well. I paid for the tires already, so that's already done. It's just I gotta get my rear bumper replaced, which that's getting worked on right now, and luckily my insurance covered it. So I just had to pay a deductible of $1,000, which is kind of a pain in the ass, but that's better than 3 grand. That's how much would originally be. So I think my car will be okay for the most part. It's like what you were saying to me the last live stream, the battery. That's something I gotta look at a lot more, you know? So, yeah, that's kind of concerning me with this state, the car issues here, like what can happen, you know? Yeah, a lot of things are easier said than done, you know? It's not easy to do certain things. Not everyone can do certain things, and try if there's something that something's capable of doing, it's not easy to start it, you know? It's that's what it is. I don't smoke weed, man. Yeah, boomers need more houses. Yeah, 2 missed calls. I think my I guess my girlfriend's gonna break up with me because she's starting to realize I'm a non-believer. Yeah, I wouldn't say all millennials and Gen Z, man. There's Gen Z and millennials that have houses, you know, but I feel like a lot of them have inheritance. You know, a lot of them had help from their family. I guess there's Gen Z and millennials that are able to get good jobs, you know. But there is a lot of them that are gonna be living with their parents. There's a lot of them that gonna be living with roommates, you know. Or there's gonna be ones that live in apartments, right? And that's it, you know. So, oh yeah, I know who that is. Yeah, he's on my feed a lot. Lonely Black Pillar. Yeah, I don't really watch him that much, but there's some videos that I watched from him that were pretty good, especially the bullying one. That was a good video he made, I'll say. Yeah, I see him on my feed a lot. Lonely Black Pillar. Yeah, yeah, it was that biological instinct to reproduce and what is this human race doing, you know? Why do we keep bringing people here and what's the result for our human race, you know? It's just this a never-ending cycle that I don't know. All because something's inching down there and you gotta bust a load. Yeah, errands and chores is just very repetitive, man. All the fucking time. He was actually dead. Yeah, he was probably like in a sort of a coma or something, right? Pretty sure. Yeah, the ear problems. Yeah, tinnitus sounds like a big problem right there. Hard to go to places because it's like overstimulating, and I guess since you have autism too, that can make it even more intense, right? It's just like you get sensory issues, and then you get the tinnitus thing. The hearing can make it seem unbearable. You know, that's something that you never asked for, man. That's terrible. So yeah, I mean, say if you want to have less problems and less pain and suffering, yeah, and I guess like if you want no problems, and say if everyone followed this like anti-nihilism, then that would work, you know. Yeah, I mean you do if you want to, you know. It's not easy. It's not an easy thing to do. Yeah, it is a money pit. Yep. It's spend a lot of money on repairs. You gotta maintain it. You gotta spend money on gas. A lot of stuff. I mean, if you can get around without one, then there's nothing wrong with that, man. You'll be saving money on car insurance, a vehicle, and gas, you know? So, well, I'm for ice, man. I don't think there's anything wrong with ice, to be honest with you. The only problem with ice is you have like those bad apples, you know? Those ones uh, that want to like start problems, you know. When I think there should be closed borders, you know. I think having open borders is a problem, you know. You see it in the UK, you see it all over Europe. They have so many problems over there with that shit, you know. So yeah, but I think the Israel thing, I think there's something behind closed doors out there. That's something I'll agree with you on. So you got car payments now. I mean, I don't think there's necessarily wrong to have like a car payment if you can afford it, you know. If you can afford your car note and it doesn't affect like your budget and you're still able to save money and stuff, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I lived with my dad, so it was kind of easier with a car payment with that, and I paid it off. But if you live on your own, it doesn't affect you as much. There's nothing wrong with a car payment, though, man. So yeah, I mean the government, it has a lot of bad history. That's for sure. I mean that's okay, man. I don't have one either, so it's not the end of the world. I mean, if you don't have a girlfriend, I guess the way you look at it is you could be in a bad relationship, can be toxic, and uh, maybe you get this girlfriend, she disrupts your boundaries and privacy, you know. Maybe you have this girlfriend and she's cheating on you. She's not really attracted to you physically, or she's not attracted to you for your character, you know, all that stuff. Yeah, single family homes are non existent for younger generations, sounds like. It's like the BlackRock Corporation building all these homes and is raising up the prices, I guess, you know. I mean, I think it can be possible to move out, you know, but it's not going to be like the traditional way where you're able to buy a house just with one income, you know, or just get your own apartment like that. A lot of times it could be like moving out with a roommate, moving out and say you live in a different state where you can afford your own apartment, you know. Uh, or say you have a girlfriend, you know, and you both make decent money, you could move out, you know. Or you save all your money at your parents' house. You're able to save good amount of money. You're able to move out, you know. So yeah, a lot of it's about status too. Yep. Yeah, that's the thing though. Like, if you're like, if you don't want children, right? No, what am I saying? Yeah, usually if you have a low status, then it'll be harder to get a relationship, and obviously be, say if someone want to procreate, you know, if you have a low status, it'd be harder to get a kid, you know. So if that's something that people want. Yeah, still alive, man. Kind of bored. So yeah, there's a lot of women that have unrealistic expectations. Yeah, I agree, man. I think social media is making that worse. You know. I mean, that's good, man. Yeah, status. Yeah, I get you, man. Superficial stuff. Yeah, the same person day in, day out. Yeah, because, like, that's the thing. You can live with, like, your girlfriend your whole life and you get tired of her, you know? It feels like you would rather be alone or you rather have a different girl. That's what happens. And I guess that when that happens, there's cheating involved or whatever it is, right? So, personal freedom. Yeah, don't blame me, man. It's a pro of being single. Sam's Club. Yeah, I shop at Sam's Club, to be honest with you. Sam's Club's pretty good with food. Fascist agenda. I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing though. I mean, you would see people would say this about Trump, but Obama was doing the same shit. And basically, they never said anything about him. It's kind of a double standard almost. But I don't think there's nothing wrong with ICE. I think there's a lot of people out there that are. I don't understand how there's people protesting for open borders, you know? It just causes so many problems. But yeah, like I said before, there is problems. Like with me with immigration, it should just be. It should be like an easier way to get through the process for people that are able to that meet all the requirements and they're able to get in and they don't have a criminal background. They should be able to get in, right? But um, like if it should, like, I just don't think like you should just allow anybody to come into a country. I just don't believe in that, you know. You allow open borders, you allow more criminals to come in. You allow more people to, you know, it just causes a lot of problems when people come into a country and they pop out children, and they just want to, like, a lot of them just want to come into the country and they just, they want to bring their money down there, and I understand that, And there's a lot of people that come in illegally that aren't criminals and shit like that, and they are productive members to society in a way, but I still don't think it's right, though. So, yeah, they can be a debt trap, yep. Depending on your car payment, right? If you can't afford your car payment and it's just affecting your money, that wouldn't be good, Yeah, I think the thing is, like, if you buy like a beater, you don't want to buy a beater. It just fucks up on you all the time, That can be worse than a car payment to me. There's car that it's like if you buy a beater, you don't want to buy a beater where you want to buy a beater where it doesn't give you that many issues. So. Yeah, it probably is many immigrants, yep. I mean, I'm for, like, any person to come in the country legally, I don't think it's just good to, like, have illegal people come in. That's kind of like, say, like, I invite people to my house, And if I just let anybody in, there's going to be a problem, There's going to be people coming here stealing shit. There's going to be people coming in here causing a problem, like breaking things in this place, So, you live with family too? There's nothing wrong with that, man. There's nothing wrong with living with your family, if you like them and stuff. Save money and all that. So, yeah, I mean, the thing is, you buy a car, it drops in value every year, That's what it is. Yeah, I think I'm not going to that church. I don't think I'm gonna date that girl. I don't think she's my type because I was thinking about it because she's attractive, but I don't want to go anymore because I don't want religious shit in my brain. So that's why I'm letting that phone ring. Yeah, it can be overrated. Yeah, feel like a zombie and I want freedom. Yeah, I feel that, man. Yeah, I mean, you could be in a relationship and you feel like you're trapped, Yeah. F society, then. That's all I gotta say. Oh, your name's Sean? That's cool, man. Yeah, yep. Yeah, there's women that get away with shit. That's for sure. Yeah, our fucking minds can be something else. Yeah, I would say all those things are overrated, ma'am. What's you on that? Yeah, luxury condos. I mean, you can get like a mortgage that is cheaper than 3K. That's for sure. I think if people are making a certain income and they're trying to get an apartment like that, it's like they gotta downsize at that point. There's other places you can get that's cheaper. But yeah, I mean, if you compare that to back in the day, right? Like you can get your own apartment. And it wouldn't be 3K. It would be like 700 to 800. You would have a good amount of features in it. Now it's a lot. Yeah, life is overrated in a lot of ways. I mean, there is no such thing as a perfect life. There is no such thing. Yeah, less people, less problems. Yeah. Yeah, overindulgence. Yeah. That's why it's hard to find a woman that's like not like indulgent things constantly. Expects you to do extravagant things all the time. Yeah, I remember talking about that with you a couple of beers when we were hanging out with when we were talking about like the immigration ice. Remember, like you support it. Yeah, it's just if you allow anybody to come in, it's just gonna cause more problems. Yeah, you can't just let everyone in. Yeah, Europe does need ice. Yep, Europe definitely needs it. They need closed borders, and they act kind of politically correct over there too. It's the problem. Yeah, I don't like both sides, man. I mean, you can pick and choose what you agree with from both sides, but if you see both of them as a whole, they're both corrupt, in a lot of ways. Yeah, it'd be nice to live together as a community, though. It just seems like a lot of people don't want to, since and there's a lot of people that just can't get along. So, yeah, reading books can give you a lot of knowledge, can really make you more linguistic too. You have a really expanding vocabulary from reading. You read a lot of different things. Yeah, basically, Amazon worker. Yeah, I don't know, like if the like people say capitalism is. I don't think so. I think it'll be more dystopian. I guess where I guess like the dating market, you'll see the loneliness shit. You're gonna see that more of that. I'll say. Um, I don't think capitalism's going away because capitalism's used like in a lot of countries. Even in Europe, they implement capitalism uh, into their country. But I guess in America they use more capitalism here than others. Like the Nordic model kind of uses more social welfare more, but they have capitalism as well. So yeah, I feel that, man. It's best to prioritize yourself, what you can do, what you can't do. Because with the politics shit, it's something that's out of control. I mean, there's the thing is with the politics, if you vote or like say the price of things go up, it does affect you in a way, but certain things is out of your control, and it's the only thing you can do is focus on what you can do and give up on things that you can't do, and stuff like that. So, best to look abroad to look for women? Why not? Yeah, making workers, not thinkers. Yep, I'll agree, man. Yeah, they want your work ethic. Yeah, it is almost July. It's crazy. Remember, I just moved into South Dakota. End of July. Now I'm in Arizona somehow. Saving money is overrated. Yeah, I guess it depends on what you're saving on. Yeah, I guess like if you're talking about the cost of living of things, if things go up all the time, then yeah. Yeah, don't know, man. It's a good question. Just to have money, we gotta get treated like garbage. Hey, don't say that, Sage. Hearing boos about, oh, God doesn't exist. Jesus Christ never resurrected from the dead, but guess what? You need to read the Bible. You need to start being a believer. Have some faith. God is with you at all times. God has a plan for you. Keep it up with this booing or you'll go to hell. You'll meet Satan. They say get a job like it's so easy. Yeah, it's easier said than done, man. It's not easy getting a job, you know, especially a good one, you know. Yeah, don't know, gamer stance. Not sure. Fucking sucks. Yeah, I fall asleep if I go to church. Man, it's a good Asmir effect, you know. Body count matters. A woman past matters most. Yeah, yep, I'll agree, man. Yeah, all these requirements to get a good job, you know. Crazy. I do that all the time. My live streams, man. I'm behind a lot of my chat. I tend to do this a lot. Yeah, I tend to read basically every comment, so I try to take the time to answer people and stuff. Yeah, I mean, there's no such thing as a perfect life. I mean, if it was perfect, then we would be in heaven, right? That's false, you know. What are you saying life is boo? That's just bullshit. Go out there and touch grass. Go out there and go work on yourself. Start getting a job and go out there and meet people. Stop with this complaining, booing on this life. Because if you keep booing, God's gonna come down and fix you. It's in your channel? Maybe, man. Possibly. Yeah, yep. Live at your job or live homeless. Yeah, yep. Yeah, yep. Do the things that you're into. Do educate your stuff. Educate yourself with things that benefit you in a lot of ways. Yeah, we live in a sad world. How do you feel about trans people wanting to identify as the opposite sex? I don't think there's nothing wrong with it, to be honest with you. If that's something that they want to identify as, then there's nothing wrong with that. But I do think that if they think that they're biologically think that they're a female when really they were born a male, then I think that's gender dysphoria to me, because like that they were born a man, but they want to identify as a woman or something. But I'll say trans playing sports. I don't think that's a good thing though. I think there's biological advantages, and it can be a lot of unfairness too. But I do think that there's a lot of discrimination with trans as well, and it should be unnecessary. And there's a lot of them that commit suicide too because of all that discrimination from people, and that isn't right, Shouldn't be like that. Uh, but yeah, that's my thoughts on that. What towns have I been to? I've been to Trenton before. I've been to Camden a little bit by the aquarium. Ocean City I've been to. Wildwood. Atlantic City I've been to. I've been to Ewing, New Jersey before. What other? I think that's about it for now. Not a whole lot of towns. Yeah, I worked in Amazon, man. I was a delivery driver, and that was hell right there. A lot of fast-paced work, and they gave you too many unrealistic expectations. So, yeah, mental health does come first. Yep, try to focus on your well-being. Yeah, it's where you leave the mark on the world. I mean, I never vote, to be honest with you. The only time I voted was when my dad made me at like 18. Um, but yeah, I mean, you vote for somebody. I guess they may fix the problems that you would want them to fix, but then they'll impact certain people. That's the thing with that. Yeah, passport maxing. That's something I need to be doing. In Seattle? What's he trying to do in Seattle? I know he was in Thailand. He was having a good time there, like on his live stream, going out on the beach, checking out the places. It was very cool. He's been going moving around, man. It's a good thing. Yeah, basically. I mean, the thing is, you vote, and it's not guaranteed that your politician's gonna be in office. Yeah, it'll affect generations of people. Yep, I'll agree with that, man. I guess your vote can affect people's lives in the future. That's true. Yeah, it can be rigged. Yeah, I guess there's a lot of women that have unrealistic expectations. Yeah. Yeah, all circus. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, money. Yep. Lobbying, and yeah, money is pretty much all of it. Nihilism. Yeah, I'm not a full blown nihilist, but I guess I'm a nihilist in certain things, I guess. Yeah, I mean, there's people out there that like what the government's doing too, I guess. Yeah, herd mentality. Yeah, I mean, that's basically a human fucking trait, sounds like.
it is gonna help you, you fucking doomer. Like, you gotta go to church and you'll meet people. You'll meet your love. Not your love. I'm getting nervous talking to you because, like, you're a black pillow and I don't like non-believers, but you know church will like you. You'll like church. You just gotta go every Sunday, like tomorrow, and just say, peace be with you, and people will have a conversation. You just need to start reading the Bible more and read every verse, and you'll start feeling more optimistic. You'll stop watching people like my cousin, and you'll start having a better life.
Yeah, permanent happiness and problem-free life is a myth, man.
Yeah, just wear a tie, wear a suit, and you go to interviews, you get the job because you care by having a better appearance. Like, if you have stinky hygiene and you don't care about how you dress, then you're not gonna get a job. And you keep complaining, like, I can't get a job, nobody's hiring. Well, that's the answer. Look better.
That's a good question, man. Uh, I mean, I think mental illness can be genetic, you know? I think it can be passed on to others, like bipolar, schizophrenia, schizoaffective disorder, and all that. But I feel like a lot of it can stem from environmental factors as well, like dealing with like traumatic childhood from your abusive parents. Like, you know, like if you have mental illness, it's basically genetic. But when you experience a lot of bad hardship and like abusive family or being bullied in school or just traumatic things happen to you, it basically loads up the gun, you know? And then when you release the trigger, that's basically the genetics that it just relieves it, you know? It releases it, I mean. So I think it's like from environmental and genetics. That's what I think. Yeah, Rohide don't deserve the childhood drama. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, internal conflict. Yeah, he probably dealt with a lot of stuff with his mental health, like depression or just something that like was suppressed and he wasn't able to express it, you know. It was basically ignored. That probably possibly did it. Yeah, damaged. Yeah, true. I'll agree with that, man.
I'm employee of the month. I'm always there on time. I'm reliable. I'm a hard worker. I work very fast in a fast paced environment. I'm a team player. I see coworkers working slow. I tell them to pick up the pace. I'm also employee of the month because I don't complain about the pay. I keep working. I keep my head down. I always have a great attitude. I have great customer service.
Yeah. Union City, Newark, Patterson. Yeah, it's like North Jersey, I think. I never really gone up there really. I mostly been to South Jersey because South Jersey is basically Philly. Like, if you are from like Philly, you know that South Philly is basically not really Jersey though. So they talk like Philly people, you know. North Jersey's like New Yorkers, kind of like if you go to Trenton, that's kind of where it starts, basically. Yeah, I don't really believe in the spirituality like that, but I guess um, I guess it can help people, you know. Inverted cross. Don't show that to me. Don't do that. It's gonna make my heart race and I'm gonna have a panic attack. Don't do that bullshit. Don't conform to the devil. Don't sign that contract. Keep going to church. You'll be saved. Jesus will come and heal you. Give me genetic release. Here's my genetics. That's cool, man. Hey, I'll check out that guy, see if he's any good, I guess. Yeah, like these people want to start a union. That's just for the workers' rights. That's, it's for the company. It's for the boss. How are they gonna make profits if this this work environment's from a union? That's bullshit. Yeah, it doesn't. I know it doesn't, but I just don't. I guess it's like more of a form of. It's like meditation, right? Spirituality, kind of. Yeah, Cherry Hill. Yeah, I never been to Cherry Hill, to be honest. I know it's like over there, but never been there though. Yeah, it's one of my cousins experiencing a religion psychosis. That's what he's experiencing right now. Smoke one more cig, and then I think I might head out, maybe. You doomers need to see the light. Just like me, I turn the light on because I believe in God. You see me? Yeah, I get like that too at times, man. I used to do live streams till 5 a.m. Yeah, you don't want to force yourself to stay up. You want to fall asleep, you know? I'm probably gonna go to bed in a couple minutes too, so. Alright, I'll see you a couple beers. Nice talking to you, man. We should hang out again sometime. Yeah, that's the thing. You'll definitely lose sleep if you have children. That's for sure. You'll be up at night, making sure that they're okay. You gotta change their diaper, all that shit, you know? That's cool, man. Yeah, I'll be probably doing a live stream tomorrow if you're around. So, I appreciate you liking the channel. So, I played music during my sleep. Yeah, I would do that at times too. There's times where I'll be sleeping, I'll leave my headphones on, listening to music. You know what I do? I don't get sleep. I woke. I woke for 24 hours straight. The only time I get a day off is Sunday because I go to church and go on one knee for God. And I open my mouth and I receive that message. And then I do the same thing over and over again. Yeah, I do. Yep. I feel like I can't connect with people that want children, you know? I don't, I mean, my brothers want kids, my one friend does, and I can't relate to that, you know? I was always the one I never wanted kids at a young age, and I never wanted any for a lot of reasons. When I discovered that anti-natalist shit, I guess it made a lot of sense to me, you know? So, the ideas of it and child-free reasons, just, you know. Yeah, I can talk about many things why I don't want children, you know? Like, personal reasons like myself and just all the bad things that can happen to the kid. I could just brainstorm all that shit if I wanted to. I could do that all on this channel again, you know? So, yeah, I think a lot of them want to, they want to fit into society. That's what it is. They want to belong somewhere. And a lot of them want to do it because they want to prolong their bloodline. They want to have a purpose. They don't want to feel lonely. Um, you know, they want to compare themselves to other people from their high school and their family members. You know, that's all it is. Yeah, I mean, don't blame me, man. I mean, if you can't like talk to these people. It's best to avoid them. You know, like that's the best thing. I mean, I don't. I could talk to people that have children and stuff, but I can't debate them really. So I try to just not talk about it really. Yeah, right. Imagine if we didn't have the YouTube or certain social media to interact with people about the stuff. We would be like outcasts more. That's what that is. Yeah, I'll say when I started to really think about how this life is like a brutal world too. I listened to this song from he used to been he used to call himself Red Pill, but he doesn't he changed it because he doesn't like the red pill and how I guess how toxic it can be or something. So he changed it to his real name, Chris Orwick. And this one song really got to me, you know. It really it's still very relatable, you know. I was thinking about that type of shit before then, but that song really stuck with me when I was in school. So it was something. Well, you don't have enough children, so you need to have 15 more. Like, I'm ready to have 6 children this year because I want to prolong my bloodline. I want my kids to be workers. I want my kids to actually work in blue collar jobs that are manly. I want my kids to all be sons, not daughters. I'm gonna make sure my boys are gonna stay away from black pill shit. They're gonna stay away from neat content,
Stay away from that anti-woke bullshit. This anti-nihilist, this F-list bullshit. I'm gonna push that. If I see that on their phone, I'm gonna take it away, and I'm gonna like block all that bullshit, and I'm gonna make sure they watch positivity. Working on your 30th kid, that's great, Race. You're doing a great job. Just live below your means, you'll be alright. You could take care of that child. The more children, the better society will be. Yeah, you need 15 sons? There you go, man. Whatever you could do, bring more children. Yeah, birth rates will rise if you guys bring more children here. Just keep doing it. Yeah. Yeah, that's a great mother right there. Raise them 29.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, a lot of favoritism too, and there could be a lot of problems having like a lot of children. You know.
Well, that's because you're trying to keep this diverse. You gotta keep it more children.
Yeah.
Yeah, society is a lot smarter with more children. People are having less children because they're anti-nihilists. They're child free. They rather be black pillars. They rather be sit in the room all day and not meet people. That's making people not have children. Yeah, be special. I mean, the thing is, all my kids are special because I'm the best. I'm the best dad. You'll be a great dad, Race. Keep having children. Don't stop. Keep going. Keep pushing. Yeah, that kid could be Mozart. Like, you're missing out. Like, you guys not having children, they could be something in this world. You guys rather keep that inside, and you guys can leave that open. Look how beautiful it is out there. It's just filled with nature. You see a lot of businesses. You see a lot of opportunities for your children to live in this life. Yeah, you better take your son to church, because if you don't, your son could be a non-believer, and your son's gonna be like, where's the evidence? Your son's gonna be like, oh, I'm questioning God. You don't want that. Yeah, like Genghis Khan, exactly. Stop with that bullshit. No, my kids ain't becoming that. Don't tell me that, high-tech boy. Exactly, from east to west, from west to east. Yeah, you're grateful. The more children you have, the more of a better parent you are.
Yeah.
Exactly, you'll get there, Race. Keep going. Yeah, have your kid buy 10, 12 Teslas. Keep the Tesla company more profits. Yeah, exactly.
All right, I'm gonna head out though. Probably do a live stream, but most likely more videos. So I'll catch you guys later.